Hello everyone, welcome to another Fleet Ops audio commentary. This is Triptych bringing you a 3 versus 3 in progress. And unfortunately, the reason this game is in progress is because my recording software has been absolutely horrible. Every time NVIDIA GeForce updates, it seems like it likes to set my microphone volume to 0. So, a quick recap. This is a America versus Europe battle. We have Jeff the Tyrant and Funny Stuff Pictures, who are of course sitting in the same room as each other, and their ally Foo Fighter 360 on the top. As you can see here, Jeff the Tyrant has gone Yellow Borg. His ally Funny Stuff Pictures has also gone Borg, and Foo Fighter has gone Federation. On the bottom we have Shadow de Grey, Tony, and Nessie. Shadow is a Takroja Klingon. His ally Tony is Romulans, and he is a Helev. And then his ally Nessie is Federation. So, as you may have noticed from my scroll over in the beginning. Oh, it's a Risner Feds. Yes, the top team did in fact do a cube rush. Where is it? Oh, okay. And he has immediately transferred that over to his ally Funny's control. So, just some quick checks. We do see Jeff the Tyrant is an optimized Borg. His ally Funny Stuff is also optimized. And their ally Foo Fighter, oh boy, double attack. Probably Mason, although it seems he has actually gifted a large amount of his economy. Actually, both of the transmission matrix, wow. Both of the allies here, okay, that is a Mason, have gifted large quantities of resources over to help build this tactical cube. This is a full tac cube. It is maximized on offense and defense and minimized on system, but I mean, in this scenario, system doesn't seem to be all that important. As you can see though, Foo Fighter has just about 0 defenses. He just got mining. And Funny Stuff Pictures, he got a recycling center very early on, and he's getting his transmission matrix. So maybe the plan is for him to spend resources and research nanites? Because, man, he also does not have anything except for this one tac cube. So the cube is going to roll in here and start doing a bunch of damage to Shadow's base. But I don't know, like in 4-player matches, a tac cube rush is a little bit, is frankly quite overpowered. But I don't know. In a 3-player match, it's still very tight, because you can see the bottom team. Nessie is just saying, well, forget that. You know, I will expand to all of the mining here. I will, you know, my miners will blot out the stars, because he knows the top team, and especially Foo Fighter, have nothing to defend with. So he even warp and rush. So Foo Fighter is going to lose everything, I think, and be knocked out quite early. Where'd that Borg cube go? There it is. Yeah, so the Borg cube, he's got scouts following it around, so they know where it is. And Shadow is probably just gonna, he might even decommission his base. Yeah, he's getting an extra constructor, so I wonder if he's just gonna build somewhere else. He has some Burrells and Quebecs. Basically, he has enough to go raiding. And here you see Nessie is also raiding all of this. And, ooh, that's a growing number of Lavals. Now, Lavals are not going to be that good against a cube. Even though they deal extra damage to medium range, they just don't have the survivability to fight it for very long. I really don't know what's good against a cube. I mean, Excelsior 2s are actually pretty good against a cube. But you need, like, 8 of them. Although they do combo, so as with a Fed player on the map, it is very nice because he can put down Intrepids. And Intrepids have good defense, and they have 80 AI. So the Intrepids will take all of the auto fire from that cube, which will be very nice. And actually, yeah, even just having a couple Katingas and Quebecs, I mean, they'll get shot first and they'll get shredded, but the most of this damage is in the torpedo. So having a couple small ships tanking will allow your bigger ships to attack. So yeah, it's basically, you see Borg Q is not even like bothering to finish it off. It probably should finish that starbase off. Because he's so slow moving, he needs to cause maximum damage. He needs to just kill one enemy and then the next and the next. There see some scout cubes. Intercept scout cube over here. Probably another one. You'll see the top team. All of them are going to be kind of low on supply because their initial... Yeah. Okay, so Foo Fighter at this point is basically gifting all of his resources to the other players as fast as he can. He knows he has no technology. His entire starting resources went into that cube. And here you see they're really trying to lock out this mining somehow. I guess they're going for the ship production. And killing this yard will be a very nasty blow to the bottom team. But, I don't know, I think that starbase would have been more important. And you see there's a scout cube. Ooh, that scout cube might get caught. Come on, you gotta see this, Tony. You gotta turn around. There's another one. Tony! Tony! Kill the scout cubes. Okay, so I think that might be the first Excelsior too, because production was delayed on it for so long. So now there's a second coming out. He's got the warpins coming though. Actually, where is that warpin station? Okay, that Starfleet Command is a prime target for that Borg cube to hit. Come on, you gotta finish it off. Oh no, no, come on. Okay. But you gotta target the center. Oh, really? Oh, sniping a scout cube. Really, dude? I am disappointed. I am so disappointed in you. Funny. You didn't kill the starbase. You didn't kill the yard. This cube is doing effectively nothing. Like, what else are you going to rage? You have done more damage with scout cubes. Jeff the Tyrant has done more damage with scout cubes than you have done with that cube. For shame. And there's the inevitable starbase attack and the inevitable starbase damage upgrades that honestly could do a bit. There's that monsoon. Even though it's a Risner monsoon, it does tank very nicely. These Borels are going to get ripped apart. But you see there's enough of these ships flying around that the starbase damage is getting spread out still. Yeah, so this is basically just going to be a dead starbase floating in space. Very useless one. I don't think you guys should go for the kill, though. I mean, once again, you have the Ambassador like tanking all that long-range damage. But I don't trust it. Where's Mr. Cube? Where is Mr. Cube? Hey, where'd the cube go? There's too much sound going on all around me. You see there's another upgraded starbase. But these Lavals, they could actually just sit back here, low movement autonomy, and kill that transmission matrix. Yep, that's what they're going to do. Where's the cube? Oh, wow, there's the cube. He traveled all the way back here. That's a long travel time to lose. I don't know. He did recognize that the Excelsior 2s are going to be the only real threat that could kill this cube. So, killing the Irati Yard, I mean, the Irati Yard did cost 1,200. So, it's not the worst idea. You see he has thrown down specials. Okay, this might not be the worst thing. You're knocking down the fleet. I mean, a lot of it's warpings, but you're knocking down the fleet supply, and you're keeping them from getting critical mass. Now you probably need to run. Just a little bit. Just a little bit away from this yard. Yep, there you go. Come on. Fly away. You're gonna kill so many Klingon ships, it's gonna be glorious, but keep running. Hey, you got the nanites, keep running. Sorry. Over here. Partial adaptation. And at this point, shoot, yeah, Shadow is getting his economy back. And his ship production, no, it's not, but still. So I think the cube is still gonna win, guys. You don't have enough. I'm sorry. Because tactical plates reduces the damage it receives from guys with low offensive profiles, which is all of these Klingon ships. Yeah, you guys need to run. You got it down to 47%, but you can't kill it, and now, yeah, in a very sudden reversal, all your stuff dies. Yeah. I mean, basically, the bottom team should have just retreated from this. Their strategy should be to basically retreat from everywhere the cube goes, because they can literally just raid and build freighters. They can build freighters faster than a cube can kill them. No! No, Nessie, you need to leave! You need to leave so bad. Look at that. You got so much die and try. Like, you literally could just build, yeah, like 2 or 3 more Irati yards at your home base. And then just every time the cube shows up, abandon that location. Yeah, like, kill the scout cube. Get a kill on the scout cube. There you go. The Lavals, Tony's Lavals, on the other hand, are doing exactly what they set out to do. Killed the transmission matrix, killing a freighter. The top team are so screwed for supply right now. They need to build a bunch of incubation chambers. I do see some forward mining. More freighters dying now. That one would be tricky. Honestly, you had the Lavals. If they were full energy, if they're full energy, you could go in and just kill. Because this isn't upgraded. And even if you force them to upgrade, that's another 1200. So we got, oh boy, more Excelsior 2s rallied up here to attack this. You're not going to kill it, dude. It's regenerating faster than you're damaging it now. Although I guess, okay, that one Excelsior 2 is stalling it pretty nicely. Yeah, he's going from the yard. So I'm going to call this in favor of the bottom team at this point. Because look at this. Shadow, like that yard. That's a lot of resources in that yard, you know. And Shadow, I don't even know, he might be gifting resources to other people. He might just be expanding his mining slowly again, like building freighters left and right. He's Takroja, so his freighters are cheap. Yeah, you try to keep that thing under 60% health. You're not going to do it. But, you know, warpins are free ships, so you'll always have more warpins after he slaughters your Excelsior 2 with his 200 damage torpedo. But yeah, at this point, map control is on the side of the bottom team. I mean, Shadow can basically build freighters continuously for the next, like, 15 minutes. You need more freighters, guys. And the Laval count is growing. Shoot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 Lavals. Like, it's not enough on its own, but 12 Lavals and this Fed fleet could kill the cube, I'm pretty sure. If the cube was alone... Oh, that's what he was doing. He was using that wormhole. And they got a sphere up. Wow, that's impressive, actually. I'm surprised they were able to scrape that all together. Of course, the problem with having a sphere that sits next to a cube is the sphere dies super fast. Even though, yeah, it's got 1,700 hit points, while the cube maxes out at 6,700. So, yeah, the cube has like this huge damage resistance thing. Reduction. So it still comes down to how cleverly they fight, obviously. Ooh, that sphere could get sniped. Oh no, he doesn't have enough supply to finish it. It's like 40 supply to build the second half. It's going to get killed, and that's going to be all your connections. Bye. Yeah, you can upgrade your starbase, but it ain't gonna help. Nope. At this point, these Lavals, if they're played cleverly, which Tony has been playing them very smartly, these Lavals are enough to lock out both board players from ever building again. And Shadow! That's what he's been doing. Shadow has put a sneaky constructor in the top, and he is building Sangs. Yep, there's the attempt. So Shadow is not sitting back. Like, you really should have killed Shadow when you had the chance. Like, knock out the starbase and the mining. Like, even then he might have rebuilt, but you needed the yard. You needed to kill more. And the Borg are boarding this station. I mean, I think it's just gonna die. Oh, since they're not attacking it, I think it's able to recrew. I'm not sure. You need to just kill it. Now, this is very dangerous to the Romulans because this cube can throw down nanites at any time. And if he throws down nanites, then it'll decloak all the cloaked chips nearby. Okay, dude, time to kill the starbase, like, right now. Like, you need to knock out the starbase and everything else here. That's funny. This entire game, Tony's only been building off of 1 yard. He could build, like, 2 or 3 yards. Star yards or warbird yards at this point. Where are his constructors? Yeah, quick, build a yard. Because of all the resources. Yep. You have to trying to move out and mine. I'm afraid that was never an option, buddy. Not with these Lavals. You're basically on 1 base. I would not even upgrade the starbase. Well, I'd consider upgrading like the defense actually, because you have so much try, and then it would just take longer to kill. But in general, it's just a stall tactic. And you see, ooh, yeah. Nessie is continually building. Hey, actually did what I was saying. He got his 2 Arati yards and 2 out here. Is it just 4? Yeah, so he has 4 Arati yards. He's probably, I mean, Tony could just feed him. Like, with the amount of money these guys have, Nessie could get a 5th and just continually produce out of all 5. Wait. Oh, yeah. Just continually produce out of all 5. Have his allies feed him. Shadow is building Sangs out of 1. The Lavals have the enemy permanently locked down. Okay, he's actually decommissioning, but I think it just got blown up. Yep. And Lavals again. Ooh, the diamond finished, though. That's a combat diamond, I think. It does have Bring Order to Chaos, but it's only the basic version. So, I'm not quite sure how you get that diamond to meet up. Oh no. Oh no, he's gonna fly the diamond back here to try to get it to the wormhole. And he's gonna fly right into Shadow's stuff. I don't know if Shadow has enough to kill him, but he might. No, Shadow doesn't have enough. He has enough to scare the diamond, though. And the diamond might actually miss it, though. Oh, did he see it? Is he nervous? Did he change his mind? What's he doing? So, they have finally killed off one of the lower players' bases. Tony, meanwhile, has rebuilt his base over here. And his mining isn't, like, super extensive, because he did lose that moon as well. In fact, he's only actually got Tritanium income right now. But he's got enough. He could just build a starbase, like, out here if he wanted to. Oh, going for it. Now Shadow sees it. But he's got more Sangs coming, so he might just want to, like, sit back, cloak out that Sang as soon as it finishes. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Sangs is a danger. It's more dangerous than 4 Sangs, that's for sure. And like the thing about this matchup is that diamond torpedo deals 150, I think. Yeah. So if it hits a Sang, remember Sangs have the same shield as armor, so it only takes like 3 of those to kill a Sang. But it has a 40% chance to miss. So Sangs versus diamonds is a very tricky match because your Sangs could die at any moment, and like you can't really micro your Sangs out of it very easily. But at the same time, the Sangs will deal so much damage to the diamond. Oh, okay, okay. Borg ships came through the wormhole, hitting the armory. That was probably just for the Sang special or something. Or maybe it was just like theoretical. Oh, he wanted Vutpa because Vutpa would dodge the torpedoes. Probably. But then he changed his mind and went Sangs. So the 3 Borg ships are going to fly together. You are going to have to fight, and actually it's probably about time for there to be another Borg ship coming out. Even though their supply count is such horribly crap. And this recycling center is doing nothing now. Although Foo Fighter has still been mining this whole time. He even bought supply. He can probably give that supply to his Borg allies. You need to get those Lavals over here and wipe out everything Foo Fighter has again. But yeah, there you go. You got the diamond, the cube, and the sphere together. But I think the bottom team have their critical mass. There's their 12 Lavals. There's their freaking huge Fed ball that's just going to keep growing. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay, so they're going to force the battle by attacking Foo Fighter and going for his starbase, which is now fully upgraded. But, yeah. Plink. I don't think, yeah. The combination of that Laval and Federation and Klingon fleet. It's not to forget the Klingons. Yeah, even the Klingons have like extra resources. You get another battle yard. Or start pumping out of these yards. Yeah, bring some Burrells to the fight. I'm sure that'll help. I mean, honestly, Burrells with their weapon fatigue active have pretty decent defense and dodge for like a lot of torpedoes would get shot at them and probably miss. Oh, there it goes. Top team's first indication that something might be horribly wrong. Yeah, get some Warpins in front. Intrepids and Monsoons to tank this sucker. Here we go. There's your Lavals, using energy reeling as well, which I think doubles the damage of the metaphasic, or it increases it a bit. So it's going to fall. Ha! There's the Intrepid ball, and boom. And the Excelsior damage is just so extreme. Soon there will be nothing left. Oh, I thought Foo Fighter... Oh, no! Foo Fighter has been building mining stations all over with his other constructor. Alright, so I hope this has been an educational experience for all of you guys. The trick is, if the enemy uses a cube rush, you need to withdraw from every fight the cube rush is in, because you can basically win, you can beat them everywhere else except for where the cube is. And if you do a cube rush, with 4 players it's very dangerous because the players can still build a military to go with it. As long as, you know, it's just like a couple Intrepids, some Warpins or something. They can have a military in addition to the cube, which is very, very dangerous. However, in a 3-player cube rush, they really don't have anything else. Like you saw, like Foo Fighter basically gave everything he had. He couldn't even throw up a little platform, poor guy. And so a couple ships like Lavals, even though Lavals will not do well against the cube, you can send them to kill everything other than the cube. Now this, definitely upgrade the defense. I don't know, I don't care about the offense, but the defense needs to be upgraded right now. Just so it lasts longer. In fact, I would upgrade them both. Quickly now. There he goes. There's your offense. And your defense. I think it's, okay, one offense upgrade, and that's all I could afford. But yeah, now you got 410 hit points. It's sad that you'd already lost so many hit points before it happened, but everybody's coming in. Careful about that rally point. Careful about that rally point. So, you guys are going to get to enjoy a nice... I mean, that thing's still hitting with 110. Okay, double upgraded now, yeah. Borg are like, we don't want to fight here. Which is tragic because since it's 2/3 shields, or 70% shield, this is actually like, only got like 25% life left. But, did you, one of them had weapons disabled. You need to kill it, dude. It's not worth the boarding attempt. You need to throw down nanites and run. Nanites and run right now. So the standard Borg strategy, and also the diamond strategy, is nanites and run. There you go. You throw the nanites. You know, standard strategy, you know, from my anime and manga knowledge, I know that the standard strategy when one swordsman is fighting multiple people is to run away. This is because you can't face them all simultaneously. However, different people run at different speeds. And if you run away, the enemy will chase after you, and they will likely turn into a line with the fastest people going first and the slowest people going behind. Thus, by running away, it allows you to take them on one at a time, which is how a single swordsman defeats many swordsmen. Well, the Borg are basically that strategy with all of their ships, because the Borg have the inherent advantage, like for example, Dominion almost all of their weapons are forward firing, so they're awful at retreating. However, the Borg, by definition, can always shoot backwards. All of their weapons are 360. So standard practice, especially for a cube or a diamond, is to throw down nanites and run, because some of the enemies will get engine disabled and fall behind, and some of them will chase after you, and you can just keep shooting back the whole time. Keep that sphere going, keep that sphere going! You gotta keep running! Oh, you gotta run with the sphere! Oh, you gotta regenerate with the sphere! Oh, you're dead. So yeah, general strategy is to continually throw nanites behind you while running away. And that's why, like, for the cube it's a big deal, but for the... Oh yeah, you see, like, back here, there's this entire cluster of Excelsior 2s that aren't shooting at the cube. And even these ones here, that's your trick. As long as the cube is shooting at something... Ooh, dead seg. As long as the cube is shooting, you're still in combat. But your goal is to have the cube constantly shooting while only a fraction of the enemy ships are firing. This is bad. This is bad. Now it's time to run. Oh no, the Excelsior shoes! Don't run away! You need to attack! You need to fly straight at them. You need to fly straight into their face. I mean, you do get a little bit of kiting damage here, but you see, he's just... As long as the cube is firing, he's doing full damage. Oh, you guys, you can take him! You can take him with this many Excelsiors. I promise you can. Why are you leaving? Are you just gonna go kill their home base? You're gonna just leave it up to them. Shadow's like, you know what, guys, I didn't leave my base anyway. Oh wow, another sphere. They finally got one up. And a starbase. I wonder, so they're getting their huge chain of supply production. 1, 2, 3. I mean 3. But a total of 4. Okay, a total of 4 incubation chambers. That's still not that good. Did Foo Fighter, like, give them all of his supply? Foo! Sitting on 215 supply. And some resources, too. These guys could have another diamond with this. Anyway, yeah, so when you're fighting against the Borg, you definitely want to keep on giving your guys move orders. Move orders behind them, especially with Excelsior 2s, because your Excelsior 2s, you want them to constantly be chasing after the Borg cube at full speed, because if he's smart, he's going to be retreating at full speed. Huh, there's this field yard. Remember me? Remember back in the day, the fun that we had? And all the personnel, the Klingons on the field yard, go like, oh, we remember. Back when we lost Philip and Bob, two of our own. We thought the Borg were merciful. We were wrong. Descent. Just to get in there and tank. Wait a second. Okay, so Tony did build a new starbase. And he has actually got his research institute and his Laval's back. He's got some mining. Honestly, you could go back and like mine down here as well. Like you can literally send guys to start mining as soon as the cube starts to leave, because the cube can't come back. It's so slow. And Nessie's Excelsior fleet is just going to grow to extreme proportions, and their speed is like 90, but the cube speed is 70, so something just got bushwhacked. I heard that. I heard the sound of a bunch of metaphasic disruptors at once. Ah, there it goes. Are you going to upgrade your defenses? No, he's getting constructors and miners. Okay, Borgos, show me what you can get. Can you build anything else? Okay, they're going to build something over here. Probably a diamond. If it was a cube, that would be really cool. I really want to see another cube. Hey, wait a second. You guys could afford a cube. Like right now, if you pooled all your resources, you could get cube number 2. Which would be fantastic. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Oh, wait! What? I apologize to anybody watching this video. I looked away for too long. Far too long. Because there is now a second tactical cube, and Nessie is going to kick himself later for not pursuing with his Excelsior 2s. That's really something. They could be getting, if they don't get scouted, which they probably will be scouted, but if they don't get scouted, they could get a third cube. And that's the nature of these Borg ships, is once you get multiples of them, they get really, really scary. Because whatever it was, you know, however much of the fleet gets killed off killing the one, isn't left over to kill the second one. Not to mention, you have 2 cubes shooting the entire time that it takes to kill the other one. Now that is a lot of Sangs. Although it's about to be one less Sang if Shadow isn't careful. Oh, engines, yeah. Quick, move something closer! Nope. Weapons upgraded. So that is very interesting, because that is a lot of Excelsiors. And Remors? Remors don't really help you here. Because, oh, point defense? Are you going for point defense in Remors? You are. Point defense is a very tricky mechanic. Because it has such an incredibly short range, it's very difficult to defend your fleet with it. Now, where are these Borg ships? I'm expecting them to have gone through the wormhole or something? There's some tricksy Borg. Oh, there they go. Okay, that starbase is dead. So basically, after this, the top team's going to be out. But they're going to go build in the bottom left corner. Smart. I think Jeff the Tyrant might have lost his constructor. Oh, look, another sphere. Yeah, you guys... Oh, wait, something just started building. I saw that. That's a big chunk of resources that just now got spent. Is he like in a corner? Or maybe he transferred them to someone else. He did. They're transferring resources. They're transferring resources to Funny. Because of that sphere, they don't have enough for a cube. Well, not a tech cube anyway. They might get scouted by Shadow's Katingas. Here's this fleet still. So many torpedoes, so little time. Even the Sangs, like Shadow's Sang production, has been pretty decent considering how many times he's lost his production. He's lost like at least 2 battle yards, probably 3. Come on. Just keep mining. Ooh, it's about to be a full load of dilithium there. because he's got the try. He just needs dilithium. And it's gonna get scouted. Oh, Shadow. Shadow, you are so beautiful. These 4 Katingas are gonna scout what the Klingons were doing. And your constructor is gonna scout the Borg constructor. And it's building the uplink. Oh my goodness. Where's the uplink? There it is. I don't know if he can see it. I think he can. And Shadow's about to get on the horn and be like, guys, I see him. Okay, yeah. Excelsior production's still going. And actually, Nessie kind of low on resources. Which, I mean, is a good thing. Because he basically has been cranking out of 4 yards for quite a while. And honestly, those were Moore's using up some of his tritanium that he had excess. I hope you... I wasn't paying attention, sorry, but I really hope you got, like, you know, enhanced offense and defense. Because when you... I mean, when you have this much tritanium and when you're around this tipping point of, like, 10 Excelsior 2s, it's definitely worth it. And you, my friend, are like 20 Excelsior 2s. So you want to have full offense and defense upgrades with an economy like this. Oh! Quick, call it a warp in! Aw. I don't think that Excelsior 2 is going to make it. Nope, they're pursuing. But! It is a cube! Oh my goodness! The Shadows see the cube. The fleet's up here. The Lavals can make it, I think. I think if the Lavals show up, they can kill that. Oh my goodness. There's Sangs. We have Sangs. He sees the cube. He sees the cube. Oh, they don't have enough collective connections for another one. This is the last thing the top team is going to build. And the Borg units are too far away. The cube is going to get sniped. You should have built it back here. And just like... it would have finished faster if you built it up here. Oh my goodness, they're coming. The Lavals are coming. The Lavals are the only ones that have a chance of really getting there to kill the cube. But if they can make it there... come on, there's the Sangs, there's the Katingas. It's gonna die. There's no way. I think maybe even these Sangs... is that 4 Sangs? 3 Sangs. I think it's gonna... yeah, it can't finish. And even if it was gonna, the Lavals are gonna get there just in time. Oh, that's like 6,000 dilithium, guys. There's the Lavals announcing their arrival. They're gonna metaphasic it. Meta, do it. Boom. The heartbreak. Oh, it was canceled though. So they got their dilithium back and their supply, but they don't have the connections. And I don't think Jeff the Tyrant... no, he has good connections, but I don't think he has a constructor. Oh, there's his constructor. And Foo Fighters constructor being bombarded by what is quite a lot of Sangs by Shadow. And Shadow has a lot of supply. Oh, Shadow's been ranking up his Sangs and getting a bunch of supply back. And there's still Federation mining going on. Okay, so we see the Arata Yard just decommissioning. He's like, okay, we're good. We're done here. But there's too many Excelsior 2s. Honestly, a small part of me kind of wanted to see that fight with that third cube. 3 cubes, 2 spheres and a diamond, I think. Yeah, that would have been an interesting fight. I still think possibly the bottom team could have won against 3 cubes, because that's a lot of Excelsior 2s. The thing about these Excelsior 2s, they're heavy. They're like 75% torpedo damage, and they have a high enough offensive value that they're not negated by the cube. And if they fly straight towards the cube, they can still shoot at long range, while it can only shoot medium range back. Like, it would have been a masterful micro battle, because if the cubes had like flown around, you know, some like blue nebula, they still would have had a decent chance. You know what? If top team waits long enough for that to hit like 115, or was it 130? Maybe it's 110. It's either 110 or 130. Collective connections, then they can build that cube. But he's just gonna... oh, he can't build uplinks without a conduction matrix. I'm sorry. And I think he's out of miners. No, he's not. He's still mining. But yeah, that would be interesting, because if you had this fleet versus 3 cubes, The cubes, I don't know, they might have been okay. Like if he was constantly flying backwards, throwing nanites down with 3 cubes and a diamond, like 4 patches of nanites on top of each other, that's a lot of subsystems disabled. And like as long as he's flying backwards, he could just keep shooting at the Lavals, and the Lavals would die extremely fast to 3 cubes. I mean, I think that's like 1 volley of 3 cubes kills a Laval. Let's see. 158, yeah. Because it's like 158 plus 60% shields, so... I mean, when they have energy reeling active, that's more, but I think 600 damage, I think, would one-shot a Laval. Plus the beam damage, basically. So... like the Lavals would be taking devastating losses from all these cubes, and all the nanites would be keeping all of these Excelsior 2s from attacking, and the Excelsior 2s would just be flying towards him while he flies away. Like 3 cubes would have been a really interesting battle. Ha! Shadow's gonna lose another Valley Guard. But with 2 cubes though, I mean, they can still have a very, very mean running battle, especially if they try to abuse some Blue Nebula stuff. But I think they're about to be trapped in the corner here. And the damage output is just going to be absurd. Like, these spheres are going to die immediately, and the diamond will die as soon as it gets targeted. But he might keep it away. That's the other thing. So if you ever see, like, a diamond strategy, we haven't seen them in a long time, but back in the day, it used to be accepted that, like, 5 or 6 diamonds was actually better than 2 cubes. And it really depends on how you use them, but I'll tell you what, with 5 or 6 diamonds, if you fly into the enemy in battle, you will die instantly. You're just dead. But if you have 5 or 6 diamonds and you fly them away from the enemy while throwing nanites behind you, in 3.27, nanites is an artillery range cast for a diamond. So he can nanite things super far away. He shoots long range backwards and is not that slow. So you see like 5 diamonds, they can be abused horribly, like to the point that you can't kill any of them because they just keep running away and killing everything that comes after them. And you know, when you fly towards them and then you turn your ships away, if any of your ships get engine disabled, then they would just like drift towards the diamonds while the rest of your guys run away. And you know, if you retreat 90% of your forces, but 10% are left behind and the diamond is shooting at them, then the diamond's still dealing full damage. And oh my goodness, the sphere! The sphere is... oh, why? He wanted that constructor so bad. He wanted it so bad. But it's not going to end well for him. He's not even going to get the constructor. He did damage its engines, but come on, buddy. Regen. Show us your full regeneration might. Nope. Yeah, this many Lavals might not be perfect against a sphere. I mean, against a cube, but against a sphere, they're fine. That was a bad loss. I mean, honestly, that sphere would have died in the first 5 seconds of combat when the fleet battle happens, but that would have been 5 seconds that your other ships would not be dying. And he's gone through here. So, what's it going to be? Oh, he might wait for the cube. I mean, he's brought his cubes down here. He could get scouted. Wait, what? Okay, one of these is Foo Fighters. I think he's just scouting at this point because he can't return. Like, they have no mechanic. Oh wait, no. I guess if he like gave it over to Funny Stuff could dock it and get that 150 dilithium. The stream. And there's an Antares yard going up. Honestly, at this point, I would just go for Griffins. Because you know what? A Griffin might have like a 10% chance to disable the weapons on a cube, and it's worth it. Like, or even freaking Generix with the artillery lens, which has a 30% chance to disable weapons. And against a cube, it's only like a 10% chance because cubes have such high resistance in this version. But like, if you could get a disable off on any of these ships, they're basically dead. So I would recommend Griffins at this point, but I mean, yeah, Lavals are treating you well. I mean, they're all medium range here, so the Lavals will deal their plus 30% damage to it. Actually, let's take a look. I wonder if any of these are veterans. Oh, we have an officer Laval. Over here, no vets. Surprising. And there goes the outpost. Where's Shadow? And Shadow has an outpost too. They're just gonna start over from scratch now, guys. It's all freighters and scouts. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got some lag going on. Lag from someone's computer rendering all these cloaked ships together. Well, this is gonna be entertaining. Evacuate the station! No! Okay, there it goes. They are starting with the cube, and you see all that damage going down, and the nanites are down, and the Lavals are decloaking, and the Lavals are actually going after the diamond, which is going to die. And yeah, that would be GG. We're gonna see the sphere die. Ah! I can't see! I can't see what's going on. There's more Excelsior 2s. He doesn't even have the point defense here yet. And the Sangs are coming in. Shadow wants to shoot too. I'm pretty sure the sphere died. Oh wait, we have the technology. They even switched targets. We are the board. You just used precise volley on it, but it doesn't have shields. That special won't do anything. And the Sangs joining. We are the Federation. Lower your drones and prepare to be assimilated. Your Borginess will be added to our own. Alright, well that was a good game. I'm going to format that and post it as quickly as I can. But for now, this is Triptych, signing off.